Urban Word NYC, we're a youth literary arts organization based not too far from here, and we've been around going on 20 years. We offer free and uncensored writing workshops weekly or daily in our office. We have youth open mics, and we host the city's largest teen poetry slam that happens it's like Olympic style. We have 5 preliminary rounds across the city, 3 semifinals, and the Grand Slam finals is at the Apollo every year. Plug April 6th. Follow Urban Word NYC. Come get tickets. Check them out. I mean, Urban Word was founded with this crazy notion that young people have something to say. And really, I started off as a youth writer myself. And at a very early age, started youth organizing amongst my peers because we just live in when I think about this play, we were talking a little bit in the green room about like romanticizing this past America. And there's certain I guess works of art that take place in certain time periods where if you're not talking about what's really going on in that time period, then I really don't want to read it. Like the play in 1920 that doesn't talk about segregation or something, you're just like, you know what's happening around then? I'm not interested in the Thanksgiving where you're not talking about what's happening in 1920 in the United States. But young people in this country have a lot that happens to them. They're getting taken away from their families, or they're being forced into a public education system that does not care about them and actually prefers that they go to prison so that they can be profited off of. And we also live in a country where young people every day are subjected to horrible living conditions, to just so much oppressive systems that they're really forced to go through. And then when they turn 18, 19, and they don't have the skill sets that an upstanding citizen should have, we kind of toss them to the side, and they continue to live in the margins of society, and the cycle just never stops. And so Urban Word is a space where we have these free and uncensored writing workshops, but we want to create safer spaces for young people to be able to explore who they are, explore their communities, explore what's going on and what's happening to them. We have incredible teaching artists that work with them, and we really do have a social justice lens and mission. And the things that the young people say, not to be cheesy talking about hope, but really if you just think about March for Our Lives, if you think about, there's something about when you first learn what's really going on that we all stop hurting over, where a young person just cannot wrap their minds around it. Like, wait, what? Like that's supposed, like I'm supposed to go to prison? Like my school is defunded? Like how many yachts does Betsy DeVos have? And they're subjected to that, right? And if they're not, we have a very diverse community here in New York City. We serve 25,000 youth. In the same room, you might have a kid from the Upper West Side and a kid from Canarsie, and they're writing poems together. And so it's not that they're all facing these super oppressed, marginalized kind of circumstances, but it's the dialogue, it's the conversation, it's the being angry at what your friend is going through. It's the seeing on the other side of the fence or the margin. So yeah, there's a lot of hope in the things that they have to say. I always say they kind of keep me fresh, just even the ways that I every day learn about gender identity and expression. And but the truth is, it also puts my feet to the fire as the adult in their lives, as one of them, where it forces me to keep really right in front of me why I do everything I do and what I can do to make the better world that they deserve. And all of the things that they're angry about, how I can stay that angry, but also how I can show up for them in the spaces that they're not allowed. So I just want to reiterate some of the other things that were said today, where staying angry is so, so, so important. Not closing your laptop is so wildly important. Not because it's not exhausting, because it is exhausting. It is very tiring to have to think about these things every day. And then, God forbid, you be called the angry Latina or the angry so-and-so who just can't shut up about just eat your turkey and just let it all go. But some folks really don't have that privilege. And what we need are folks who do, to carry our anger with them, to be just as mad, to do something about it. So it's a true privilege, and I highly encourage y'all to check out, not to plug this organization, but to plug these young people. They are so wildly talented. And so Urban Word NYC, you can follow them on all social media and check out our website and sign up for the newsletter. Most of our events, like 99% of them, are free and open to the public. If you want to get inspired or get angry alongside with us, definitely come check them out.